I really hadn't thought about dying, and indeed, I hadn't thought about my own death. I don't think any of us do very much. I think when we're younger, we were quite a death-denying society. We really need to have a conversation about death, and that is what the modern palliative care unit is all about. Death will happen to all of us. We are all finite beings.
I believe strongly I'm the person to get a message across to my younger generation, encouraging young people to continue our culture. And I thought this is my final job, to educate young people, to be role model as a TV leaders when they leave school. Make those young people proud who they are, and then take over the range after we disappear.
I think it's important that we empower Aboriginal women into leadership roles. That if we allowed more Aboriginal people to be involved in developing the policies, providing the services, that you would have a better outcome. It's not enough just to be consulting us constantly. It's time to actually put some of those views and recommendations that are being expressed into action.
Social justice has been central to all of the activities that I do. It's about understanding others. It's about empathy, it's about respect, and it's about treating people with equality and treating people fairly. And that has permeated all the work that I do, and I will continue to do until my last breath.
I never dreamt when I was a little nurse in 1959 that I would become a virtual doctor, speaking to patients using telehealth and the telephone. It's been a wonderful experience for me, and I know the patients that we treat enjoy it as well. We have treated in 10 months 2,551 patients, and only 3% of those patients have ended up in the hospital system.
We developed a program that we've called the Mental Health in Primary Schools program, or we call it MIPS for short, where we train an experienced teacher to go into primary schools in a new role that we call the Mental Health and Wellbeing Coordinator. This is not a clinical role, but given their training, they go back into the schools and they work with classroom teachers to help them identify those kids that are struggling and do something about it.
In 2008, I decided to do my first walk for Brave Hearts because of two little girls that I know close to my heart that were sexually abused at the age of 4 and 3. Brave Hearts education program teaches children how to say no and where to go if they get into trouble. I want every child to be protected from child sexual abuse.
I like to see myself as a pioneer for building up, connecting all the community, the people together. A lot of them, they can't even communicate with their grandchildren. We can develop their skill set, develop some of their independence. They start to grow, to know this is their place. And I say, when you go back home, to talk to your grandchildren or talk to your other friends in Malaysia, in Singapore, whoever, you can tell them what you know about the country, and you will feel so proud.